Hey folks, welcome aboard the channel. I'm Dom. This is Rockin' a Country. Got a gift request from David Baumer of Jake Worthington's song, When I Write the Song. I don't know this song, but I love seeing this. I don't know what kind of insight he's going to provide, but it's a song about writing the song. And I made a lot of comments, and I'm sure, David, you picked up on it over the years, how the songwriting process is not just like this linear, smooth effort. Sometimes it takes a decade to complete a song or to revisit a theme or what have you. Other times they crank it out in 20 minutes. We're going to find out what this one's about, though. But thank you for this gift and request, David. And David's in Ohio, and I'm here in Jersey. All right, guys, here's I don't know where Jake's at.
This one goes out to well, anybody chasing the same old dreams as mine.
Yeah. I'm gonna like this one, I could tell.
My life before music's a life I can't remember. My life before picking's a life I often recall. The best part of me's gone out like last night's ember. The worst part of me comes out when I write the song.
That's interesting.
Oh, nothing is free, rusted or golden. I can't be free from failure too long.
It's true.
I'd like to say that I've done good, but I can't remember.
I've said this numerous times that being in the arts is entrepreneurial. Being a musician is entrepreneurial. Being a songwriter is entrepreneurial. You're the product, though. And that's the intense part. That's the beautiful part of it when it works. That's the scary part of it, and you never lose track of that. It's like Anne Lamott said about having a child. After you have a child, you never take another comfortable breath as long as you live. That's assuming you care about your child. But in songwriting, it's a similar principle right there, that A-listers, your Keith Urbans, they don't rest comfortably. The Miranda Lamberts, the George Strait, George Strait maybe. He's got 60 number ones, so that's gotten good to him. But you're still mindful that the next thing you do could disappoint people, and they're going to let you know about it. And so it's always there. But when you're the product, when you succeed, you're like, oh my God, this is phenomenal. And when you don't, it's brutal. But like he already said in the song, really, you keep going. Last night's ember went out. I wake up, basically, and you got to keep going or you give up on the dream.
The worst part of me comes out when I write the song.
You write some good stuff in there, not good about
Had
it.
my mama crying for me right on my shoulder. Daddy's been prouder, I'm sure, than he's let it know.
Love the tempo.
Best part of me's grown out on my baby brother. Worst part of me comes out when I write the song. Oh, nothing is free, rusted or golden. I can't be free from failure too long. I'd like to say that I've done good, but I can't remember. The worst part of me comes out when I write the song. Said the worst part of me comes out when I write the song.
That's a double entendre right there. Love it. Love it. So that's a double entendre right there, how I heard it. The worst part of me comes out when I write a song. It could either be when he writes the song, he includes the bad parts of him in the content and context of the song, in the narrative, or he just writes bad songs. That's the worst part of him. I'm just doing bad at this. And maybe it's a little bit of both. I remember when my yoga teacher told me, Ranjita, this was 20 years ago when I was going through the teacher training. She told the whole class, not just me. There were about 10 or 12 of us in the teacher training. And I think it was like the 500-hour part of the training. And she said, if you're going to be in balance, if you're going to believe the bad things about yourself, you've also got to be willing to believe the good things about yourself. And I'd never heard that before. Not just like that, but I'd never even heard. Now, I really, I'd never even heard to believe good things about yourself. Generally, the world can be kind of critical. And sometimes parents have it right. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're not paying attention or what have you. And you may not hear it. When I heard that, I'm like, wait a minute, what? The good things. All right. So then I started taking some inventory. And what wound up happening after that is I started noticing good things in other people. Like my orientation wasn't just like what I got wrong on the test. It was like, let's say I got a 90 on the test. Of course, I'd be focused on the one answer or the 10 answers I got wrong, but not the ones that I got right. And, for example, in my family, an A was the only acceptable grade. If you got a B, it was like tolerated. And if you got a C, it was like failing. All right, fair enough. My parents had standards and academic and all that, and I appreciate that. But it's not true that if you get a C in a class, that it's a failing grade. It's an average grade. But so I was oriented toward the negative. A lot of people are. And it's not even necessarily what lives in their heart. It's what we're acculturated to. But when you experience, like Randy Travis, I just finished episode 3 or part 3 of his interview with Ralph Emery. And he said he was turned down by every label numerous times when he got to Nashville. At the time of the interview, I think he had been on Warner for 10 years. They turned him down 2 or 3 times prior to coming back to him and saying, all right, maybe we'll give you another look. And then they put him on the label. So success in this business is very difficult. Success in any business, I'll tell you, success itself initially isn't that hard because you get the newness factor. Staying successful can be difficult because all you have to do is disappoint people once. Like actors and actresses know this. Like you put out a bad film and you lose people right away. Artists too. Led Zeppelin came out with In Through the Outdoor. And those of us who loved Zeppelin were so disappointed with that album. There might be 1 or 2 good songs on it, but they basically went pop. And we liked Physical Graffiti. And that hard driving stuff. So it is entrepreneurial when you're in the arts and when you're the product and your head's always on the chopping block. you've always got to be mindful, and you are, of is this going to work or not? And you need to be creative in the arts, and it's difficult in many ways to be creative in a sense when you've got a madman chasing you. It's hard to learn to fly when in stressful times, put it that way. And when you're writing songs, you're always mindful that I really want this to be good, but you've got to have that mindset of being able to set all that stuff aside and just getting in and saying, okay, well, this is good. Whether this is good or bad, I'm going to write about it. And some of the best songs, the Tyler Childers type things are, or George Jones or Senior, Hank Senior, all that, they talk about themselves. And, Loretta Lynn talks about other people, but she makes fun of herself too. What's the winning strategy? I don't know. It's kind of like class. I can't define it, but I know it when I see it. So, David, you got me off and running, man. You're getting right up there in the Montauk Ed category with getting me going with songs. Yeah, Kyle Perkins is good at that too. But all right, I'm going to rate this one. I like his voice too. I just addressed like a lot of the psychology of the song and such, but I really like the tempo. I like the minimalist approach in this one too. It was very subdued. Yeah, I liked his picking. That came right away. I'm like, I like the picking. I like the tempo of the way he's picking. I don't know what you guys call it in guitar land out there, you guitar players, but I really like that. And I liked his voice too. And his voice is only going to get better. His delivery, he has the tool of the voice to deliver, and it's only going to get better as time goes on. You develop in your craft. So his emotionality, all of that stuff, he'll hone it, and that just, the more you work on things, generally, the better you get. So, David, the number that popped into my head on this was a 9.3. He's got a very cool first name, Jake. As a country artist, you can't go wrong with a name like that. So there it is. All right, guys, that goes in the playlist of songs of 9 and above. Have a wonderful day, folks, from Buck and me. See you on another video, and keep rocking the country.
I can't be free from failure too long.